Yo, what's poppin', man? You know what time it is. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
1% better show. We in the building. J Hill, I'm here.
Alexander DeBlanc, I am here.
We got some special guests.
Some heavy hitters in the building.
Some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, you gotta be careful with nowadays. You can't make that work environment uncomfortable. So like when you said heavy, I didn't know where you was going with that.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You know, hey, it gets crazy nowadays. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful.
I'm gonna tone it down. Sorry, too much energy started off.
Never too much, actually. Let's bring it back up.
Jamila and Mecca is in the building.
Yes,
what up,
sir.
y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, I'm sorry. You said it. What's y'all podcast name again?
Unhinged,
Unhinged.
and immoral.
And immoral.
And
That's kind
immoral.
of crazy.
What does immoral mean?
It's the opposite of moral. Ethics and morals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but it comes from our background in PR. And the common thing that we always talk about is when you are in a scuffle and you want PR advice, you have to understand that it may not always be the most ethical or moral thing to do, but it will turn those things around. And so that's how we came up with the idea, because we do a segment on our show called Spin It, where we take people's, bullshit that they have going on and we give them our best PR spin, and it's
some advice too.
Yeah.
Well, you say it might
That's
not
dope.
be ethical and moral. I
Yeah.
feel like PR be the opposite. I hate PR. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's
into
not
it.
that's what
it's
we're
not
saying.
ethical. It's not an
Like,
ethical space to be in.
I thought it was
Olivia
more.
Pope
I thought it was
didn't
too
care.
ethical sometimes.
No.
No.
Why
Olivia
wouldn't it
Pope
be
didn't care if
ethical?
it was right or wrong. She
Yeah.
cared about getting people out of jam.
Who said who?
Olivia Pope from if you watch Scandal,
Uh-huh.
they were doing
That
all
was
type
very
of
much
BS.
PR. PR is all about public perception. It's not about what's right, what's wrong. It's not even about like laws and logistics or anything like that. It's literally public perception, the optics of things. It needs to look good so that I can sell this product or this brand or this entity. That's all it's about.
So it doesn't necessarily have to align with what it actually is. It just has to.
Bro,
They selling.
I love PR because they, shout out to my PR groups that be giving me these interviews. But I hate these motherfuckers sometimes because they be like, you can't say this, you can't ask me. Like, yo, just don't do the interview.
You take this.
And
out.
that's
don't do the
why.
interview.
And that's
Because
why.
those things don't align with what they're trying to push out right now.
But I feel like nowadays, I know y'all say y'all ain't want to be serious, but I just feel like in conversation.
You said you didn't want to be
I didn't say
serious.
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I feel like it'll be easier to break down a mistake or whatever when you have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Trying to ignore it and cover it up don't really do nothing to it. But if you show me that you're, unless you just a lot of people just be ancient as people.
It
Unless
depends.
you-
It depends on the level you're at, because
Yeah.
sometimes you giving things attention will make it bigger.
Yeah,
So
it
there's
definitely
also that
depends.
piece.
There's a lot that goes into it. So it's like you got to think about how big the person is, how big this quote unquote scandal is the scandal true? A lot of things. Because sometimes speaking on shit that is not real, you're giving it validity.
So, with your PR background, did you all find yourself in those moments often, like constantly having to spin a situation with? Y'all don't have to talk about the particular
Well, yes.
clients, but
Yes, y'all do.
No.
I'll never
And-
say a whole
yeah.
name, but there's definitely been situations where we've been in some pickles and we've had to, figure out how to get up out of there in the best way.
Who?
And who?
Who was in a pickle?
I was in a pickle.
What artist?
Artist.
Artists.
That's
what,
strong.
What person?
Person.
What client?
Client.
Yes.
oh my god, y'all starting out hot.
If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Oh,
How can I figure out? How can I find it?
it's not hard.
It ain't hard?
It's not.
But I just put
Just Google
Jamila,
her.
PR.
I'll look it up right now.
client.
I keep my laptop on handy.
First of all, I've never been I've never been a publicist. Okay,
I won't say that.
I don't-
PR, public, what the
I've never worked in PR, so I didn't have any PR clients. I'm just
You're
answering
confusing
your
the hell out of
question.
me, man. Okay,
What'd
what
you
That's
else?
how they
Major in-
spin it.
Huh?
What'd you major in?
I majored in sociology.
So like you never.
That's a part of it.
Did you have a job
Never.
where you're a social worker? Did you
Never.
It's just kind of like what you majored in or your school in college.
Isn't that crazy how
How
we go to
you
school
don't use a degree for nothing.
and we get our majors and now I'm
Yeah.
using. I guess I could be
I'm
using my
using my
major. I
degree.
guess I could be.
I feel like
Okay,
I've been
you using
using
your
it more
degree?
as a.
Oh.
I was
Wait,
a
what did you
production
major?
major.
I was
A
filming.
what?
Production, yeah.
Oh, period.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this is.
I'll do more productions than this nigga.
We did about
Yeah, no, I'm using my degree for sure.
I feel like I've been using it a lot more.
What's your
lately.
degree?
PR.
Wow. Interesting. I feel like I'm the only nigga that don't work in my degree, but I guess I talk.
You
I don't think
are
you
working
ever
in
I
your
wanted
have
degree.
serious conversations,
No,
so
but
that could
you're
be
working
like
in-
That's
degree with the-
sociology
yeah.
is all about the study of
of
people
it
and
is.
community. That
Oh,
what
you
is
better
it?
talk, shorty.
Hello, that was my concentration.
Okay.
Get into it. Race and
And she
relations.
got the pink heels on, y'all. Throw that motherfucking pinky up.
with the green toes.
Shut the fuck
Throw
up.
that pinky up.
We
you
not
heard?
doing that
Yo, you ain't
here.
pouring no drink? Oh, God, I see you, Alex.
I did pour it. Your cup is full.
Oh, wow. You poured
yeah.
the ladies' drinks too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all showing
Alex
off.
was on his job.
Oh, shit. I ain't never pouring y'all nothing.
That's
Listen,
Y'all want-
crazy.
I heard niggas from Morgan was trash.
I heard
Toast to
niggas from
that.
Baltimore.
Hey, hey. You said what?
Huh?
What you just say?
No, I said because that's what I heard about Baltimore.
I cannot
From me,
confirm.
I told her that.
No,
That was the one who said that. Niggas in Baltimore is trash.
Wait, what y'all
trash.
get?
Trash.
That's your experience?
I've
Yes.
never dated a man from Baltimore.
Because
Absolutely.
I'm very much so
You know.
We
a
know.
good man.
Oh,
You know what?
you from Baltimore.
Oh,
All the twos that were flying.
I don't have much experience with the Baltimorean
That's
men.
crazy.
TP.
They're just misunderstood. I feel like Baltimoreans are misunderstood.
That's what you feel?
Ah, TP.
Whatever it is.
Misunderstood. I'm telling you.
Do y'all think she look like Taraji P. Henson?
You are so messy. You're so messy.
Think of the messiest person you know.
It's a nigga, ain't it?
from Baltimore.
From like,
I'm really not messy. I'm really straightforward. But do she look like Taraji P. Henson?
I mean, yeah.
How is that
you
messy?
favor her?
I thought she looked like Topanga.
From
Boy Meets World?
From Boy Meets World.
Oh, I could kind of see it.
All right, then. See?
Like,
So it's
if,
a
no, like
crossbreed of,
Topanga's
like-
dad had fucked a black woman at one point. You know how like half siblings, like sometimes you have rainbow siblings? You get what I'm saying.
I feel like I favor Journey Smollett most of all.
I can see that too.
That's my biggest twin.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting.
I can see that.
How did you like it? The
This is actually not bad. It's
not
not
horrible.
super liquor forward, so it's easy.
Did he
like
mix
a-
it with the liqueur?
No?
No, just the
Mom, so you
It
tried
kind of tastes like Bailey's.
yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
you
cool.
can have a bottle if you want. That shit. I would never drink a bottle of that ever. All right,
Mix it
so
with hot chocolate.
I see y'all, huh?
I was saying mix it with some hot chocolate.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
see y'all
easy.
on a move. First of all, who are y'all? Like, I'm dead ass though. Like, y'all, I see y'all
I'm
doing all these
not
podcasts. Y'all doing
play
Kev on
with
stage. Y'all,
him.
then y'all do the Poor Minds. Like, y'all doing a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
with Demetrius Harmon.
I don't know.
Because that's not out yet.
Oh shit, my bad.
You're so messy.
I'm not. I didn't know. I just said y'all was up 85. Y'all everywhere. That's what I'm saying.
We are everywhere.
We are.
But
Who are y'all? Like, where y'all come from? I seen you do a podcast with Kyle, and even still, like, who the fuck is she? Like, who are y'all people?
oh, y'all cool. You calling them Kyles?
I was
Excuse
gonna say,
me.
Deontay?
Oh, Deontay. My bad.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse you. Nigga, you.
I mean, he a cool ass nigga, but we
I've
not that cool.
known.
He cool as
So
shit, though.
okay, let's talk about who we are. First of all, with Deontay, I've known Deontay for a while. We connected before our platforms really got big. So there's that. As far as like this little run that we've been on for this past year, we are pretty much a big deal. Like
I
kind of a
would-
big
I would
deal
agree.
on TikTok. A little bit, you know. But we got popular on TikTok and we started our podcast last November, so we're not even a year yet. And we've just made a lot of big moves. I don't know what to tell you. The girls love us.
That's what's
And the
up.
Love
guys
to hate
too.
us.
You said what?
Or love to hate us.
Yeah.
Why?
Why you feel it? Yeah.
I mean, we can hate sometimes.
For y'all takes or like what is it?
Sometimes for the takes that people don't agree with, but I also, something I've noticed is like when you start elevating past the internet, because we both had our social media followings separately, like, and that were quite large. And then we, like we said, we were roommates in college and we knew each other in real life. So we did a live together, we had a bunch of viewers and we're like, oh, we should just start a podcast. So I think we're experiencing the part where it's like when people see you kind of making the jump from just being in your room and just talking to your camera versus now we're here with y'all, that's going to come with a little, you know, a little hate. So
Yeah.
I feel like the last year, as we've been really elevating, we've been experiencing like, you know, just the growing pains of elevation for real.
And y'all compatible too. You a Gemini, you a Aries. Right?
I didn't know there was compatibility signs, but that makes sense.
I didn't either.
They are.
I feel like you just
After
made
my
that.
last relationship, I just dived deep
What's
into
your sign?
everything.
I forgot.
What you think?
What you think? Take a guess.
Something crazy.
What?
Because you're actually insane.
Hey,
So what are y'all signs?
does it matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini.
A
No, you're
Gemini.
not.
Gemini from Baltimore?
You're not a
Get up outta
Gemini.
here.
What does that mean?
You're not a Gemini.
A
am a
Gemini
Gemini.
from
No,
Baltimore
you're not.
is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
The fact that she said.
I
Am
don't
I not?
remember. I don't remember you saying that.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini. My birthday is June the 5th.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, June Geminis are a little bit more
I don't
And
know.
then Alex,
He's
what's
a
your sign?
great
He's a
person.
Cancer.
insane.
You're a Cancer?
I would
You like to
never
feel
talk
things
down
a
on my
lot, huh?
Geminis.
Hey, yo, what the?
You like to talk about your feelings.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
Cancer?
I am emotionally
Yeah.
intelligent.
He
I
like
would
to
say
feel
that.
I am
things?
emotionally intelligent. Yeah.
I would say that.
So you're a Cancer.
I am.
Cancer men are really nice people.
Yeah,
and
they
they're
are.
very fun and like inviting. Y'all do have your ways.
What about Geminis though? Hello, hey.
And he's Haitian.
I'm a Gemini.
Very much on
I
my
love
ways.
Geminis.
Has his ways.
But
Baltimore and Haiti? What the fuck are we doing right now?
Bro,
I'm from Silver Spring. I'm
right?
trying to
Like, what the
understand.
hell? Like, you might as well Africa and Haiti. Like, shit. Like, what the hell? Like, nigga.
Honestly, what the fuck are we doing? Jeez.
All right, so y'all got a podcast, y'all. Podcast is less than a year old.
yes,
Y'all like it?
Yeah.
I love talking. I'm a talkative lady. I
I
came
don't
out the
trust
womb
podcasts
talking.
under a year.
Okay.
I just feel like y'all just be coming and going. Like, niggas, like, and then in this society nowadays, bro, I feel like everybody be highlighting, yo, we got so far in this little bit of time. That shit don't mean nothing.
Okay.
How old is your podcast?
I don't even know. I've been doing podcasts, though, since 2019.
Nah, your podcast.
But how old is this podcast that we're sitting on right now?
I don't know. It's hard to call, right?
A year and a
Us two?
day.
What? Oh, what, us two?
About the same time that
Yeah,
y'all
but
started yours.
A Gemini from Baltimore, just talking shit in the same
No,
phone.
no, no,
But that's
no,
different.
no,
But we
no.
had history. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been doing this in general since 2019. I've been on
Okay.
radio since 2016, right?
Okay.
This is just really a reenactment or
So you were like a radio show host.
at 2016, but then 2019 I started a podcast with my girl, right?
Okay.
So I've been
Oh,
doing
that's
podcasts.
fun.
I've been doing podcasting
How was
since
that?
2019. It was hard.
Very hard.
I was doing podcasting since 2019, but I've
Okay,
always
Let's
like been
talk
trying
more
to.
about that.
I've been trying to reinvent the wheel, right? So
See how he's ignoring
I
it?
mean, in that case, we've been doing this for a long time too. So it's
Okay.
not we didn't spawn out of thin air.
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. We had
let's be
following.
clear. Okay.
okay,
I've been making content for 14 years.
okay.
So
Wow, congratulations.
thank you. So, not too much on the year.
No, I only say that. I'm joking, but I only say
Yeah.
that because I feel like not even just podcasts. Forget podcasts.
Podcasts don't
I
last
feel like
long.
people come, not even just podcasts, people come into things
Yeah.
with anything. They be like, yeah, man, I've been doing this for 6 months and I got this, and that. And I'm like, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like a hater. But it's like, yo, I take pride in doing it for a long
The
time and being
longevity.
consistent. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though nowadays, it's like everything is microwavable. Everybody
Yeah.
like, yeah, I've been
Nobody
doing it for
wants
6
to make albums anymore. Word to Beyonce.
Yeah.
Sit with it.
So speaking about that, how do y'all feel about Bobby Althoff? She just came out and said she's done her
ended her
podcast.
podcast?
Yeah.
She
I
did?
think that it's
I never seen
nothing
Come
surprising.
on, producer.
Yeah, my bad.
It's nothing surprising to me.
I'm not stuck on white people like that.
I, for one, don't really. When she was really big, like when she first kind of like made it big, right?
Hit
And
the
she had
scene.
everybody. I didn't necessarily engage too much in the conversation behind it because I'm a hater in real life. So I didn't even want to put that out into the universe. But I do feel like a sense of like resentment sometimes with white folks who get on here who I, to, be honest, consider to be mediocre and rise above. It's the myth of meritocracy. Shout out to sociology. And so it is a bit frustrating, but at the same time, I know that my success doesn't really have anything to do with other people's. So I have to let go of some of that hateration and just focus on myself and things that I got going on to
So
elevate
you ain't
that.
like it at all? No, I was talking about the light, Alex.
It was cool. Like, I didn't have an issue with it necessarily. She had a lane, you know what I'm saying, that clearly people took to, but I don't necessarily think it was her that was elevating. I think that her guest kind of gave a lot to it because she was literally not doing much. And I think that was the joke of it all.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily even me hating saying that. And again, I don't know if that same success would be seen in the same way had it been black folks. I know a lot of people had compared her to like a Funny Marco. But even then, Funny Marco had been doing it longer and didn't have necessarily the same commercial success in that way. And so it's just a
But that's why I think
observation.
we can't really say, because I'm somebody that interviews guests, right? And I hate when that happens because like so many people go on so many platforms, but then when they come on my platform, we go viral, and it's like it's only because of the guests, and it's like,
Yeah.
It's kind of because of what I'm asking.
yeah, and that's why I say like I understand she's white, right? But
Yeah.
same to the Bobby thing. Funny Marco was doing it,
Yeah.
and she did come after him, so she clearly was. I don't want to say she was better, but she clearly was doing something different enough for people to gravitate to her more so than Funny Marco.
You think so?
The numbers said
The numbers game is interesting
true.
because we can talk about numbers with music. Whenever I have this conversation about music, I don't like to talk about numbers because unless we're talking about breaking records, then we can talk about numbers. But the best song on the album is never the hit.
Facts. Okay, let's say cultural impact.
Right.
She had a Drake interview.
Yeah, she did.
That's a pretty big deal in our culture.
It is.
So like we can't ignore the impact that she had on the culture.
No, I don't want to ignore the impact or take anything away. I just want to make an observation about the way in which white people are able to climb certain ladders at a certain speed that black folks aren't for having the same thing is what
I
I'm
just
saying.
didn't think she was funny. My
Okay.
personal opinion. I just didn't.
I enjoyed
wasn't
the Drake
amused. I was
interview,
like,
but
I-
I think the banter
yeah.
itself and it being Drake also plays into it. I don't think that her success matched the level in which she put out. And that's, again, who am I?
Yeah, I don't think she was funny either.
I'm nobody to determine that, but, you know.
What I will say is I didn't think she was funny, but I did appreciate what she brought to the space.
Mm-hmm.
Again, because I'm somebody who, when I have one-on-one conversations, it's very serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're going to talk about some things. It's going to be things of substance. So I could see why, because a lot of people, a lot of radio personalities, a lot of podcasts, they was upset with her because she would get these big interviews. And I understood it because it's like, if I'm an artist, right, I might not want to have no serious
Yeah.
conversation all the time.
You don't get the opportunity to be silly all the time.
Exactly. So when I see it, it's like I appreciate it, even though like I'm a hater too almost, but I'm like a fake hater because I do appreciate it. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I wish I could have that interview. But
Yeah.
I understand why somebody will
and
go
this
to
is
her
funny
than
that
me.
we're talking about this because I know on socials recently the idea that Keke Palmer doesn't have like a journalism degree and her interviewing style and all these things, and it's like sometimes I think people want to relax. I don't
refreshing.
think that podcasts are necessarily always they can be, but they're not necessarily always the form where we need to be like hard hitting journalism. Like the
That's
whole
radio
point
for.
of
Shit.
Keke Palmer's podcast, which is now what's the name of it? Baby, it's Keke Palmer. It's the Kiki. Like we're supposed to sit. You're going to Kiki with Keke Palmer, and that's like the premise of it. You need that too. I think
sure.
you need
Yeah.
hard hitting journalism.
We gotta have
you
the
need
balance.
in between, but then you also need. We can just be silly. So I get exactly what you're saying. Like I said, I have a couple white podcasts that I listen to where they delve deep into like their type of humor, which is different than like a lot of black humor. But I appreciate it because I laugh. She just wasn't someone that I laughed at.
Yeah, there's a few. To that note, like I think that's also why, like Theo Von, I forgot the other dude, Caleb.
He's crazy,
What's his
yeah.
name?
And I think Theo is hilarious.
And
Yeah,
he's problematic
and
as
he's
fuck.
insane.
Very
His
much
little
so.
his little clips sometimes I'll be like, this.
But
These
the other
niggas
guy
funny.
with Barstools, Caleb, he was on with Drewski. He's been
I know
working with him a
oh
lot.
yeah, he's funny as hell. With the long hair, right? Blonde
yeah,
hair?
I know him with Kodak Black.
Yeah.
He went viral for that.
Kodak Black. My name is Kodak Black, but I'm white.
Him.
Yeah, yeah.
But to that point about like the space being kind of too serious at times, I think that's also why you saw a huge rise in interviews with Castanet. You know what I mean? Because it showed a different element
Yeah.
to the person that was sitting down. You would see a little baby or a 21 Savage sitting down and playing 2K, but they're having a conversation. Or even Rich Paul, where you look at people that are traditionally in the space of like
ESPN.
valor, I guess, or
Yeah.
things of
Yeah.
that nature. And now you're sitting down and you're having a conversation, and it's just less
Yeah.
informed. I mean, it's
I will
informal
definitely say
in a sense.
this space of creation that we're in, this form of media has definitely like revitalized celebrities being in public, because I think for a moment celebrities kind of took a step back from wanting to do interviews and stuff like that because it is all the same stuff. It's very stuffy, and sometimes it'd be so short, like you only get a 5-minute span, versus now you get an hour and a half, 2 hours with somebody who just wants to talk to you and get to know you for you. And even though, you know, Uncle Shan and Uncle Shay Shay had his whatever the fuck he got going on, I think that was
No
a
sexual
good,
discipline.
you know what I'm saying? None at all. It was a great,
No comments.
you know.
Oh, we got comments.
We got comments.
Sure.
Yeah, I have plenty of things to say, but it was a great space just in general for
I
people to
did
come
like
in
his
there and
podcast and his
just
interviewing
talk.
style.
Like,
Yeah.
never did I think I was gonna sit there for 4 hours and watch somebody talk until Cat Williams got his ass up
And
there
I
started.
I watched
every second.
Watch the breakdowns after the fact and other
You know
people
what I mean?
talking about it. Yeah.
So I'm glad that media is ever evolving.
Is there any podcasts that y'all don't like?
that I don't like. I don't listen to podcasts I don't like, so I really couldn't.
But you could like see them and be like, oh.
I don't like boy podcasts that are only here to shit on women. I don't
Red
like
pill.
shit like
What,
that.
Red Pill?
Red pill.
Yeah,
podcast.
them fucking. I feel like you're a loser. You don't get bitches, and they're usually ugly.
You talking about like, what's the guy's name?
They're fresh and fit.
Yeah, them.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
I'm with you. Fuck them niggas.
You know who? When
I don't bite my tongue either.
Period.
as I
I
was
heard a
thinking
nigga know
about
karate or something, right?
who, the Meyer nigga.
I'll slap that nigga.
He don't know.
I was gonna say, come on, Baltimore, come on. Every day I'm with my team.
You right?
Yo, she was. You was really in the city.
You
for
really
real.
was in the trenches. What
Like-
part of Baltimore you was in?
Towson.
No, hold on. Let me holler at her real
Not
quick.
you want to quit. Now I got to do the Baltimore quiz. I was all around, you know.
You was
I,
all
I
around.
did my bids as a biddy.
Where?
As a
Where?
biddy.
As a biddy. She was a biddy in the
She was a
city.
biddy in the city.
I did my
He was
bids
in
as a
too
biddy.
deep, sister. He was in too deep.
Where you was
Who all
at?
I know?
No. Where you was at?
Well, I moved to Baltimore in.
Oh, you lived in Baltimore.
No, I was literally at Towson.
Oh,
Like,
I
lived
thought you was
there.
dating somebody.
You was dropping niggas
Well,
out
yeah,
to the
no,
plug.
I that too.
You
Like
dated a hood nigga or a college boy?
both.
You were dropping them off to the plug and back.
He was a hood nigga that
No.
went to college, or it was a hood nigga and a college boy different?
I was gonna say the first one was from the county, and he wasn't hood at all. And the second one was someone who was at Towson, who was from the city. So I got to experience both types.
What year you go to Towson?
End of 18.
Them niggas doing
to 20.
calculations.
You know, shit. We might have.
No,
we might know some of the same people.
No, I was
Check
done.
the
I was done.
Instagram.
2018.
2018.
Baltimore,
I moved to Houston in 2021, so like 2 years. I worked at Towson Town Center in Nordstrom. You feel me? I was really in the mix and accessories.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shout out my girl Sharice
out to
Taylor.
Towson Town Center.
Isel,
Please. The shout outs is crazy.
You was
Work that
fucking
support.
with her.
Valeria.
So what's your smoke with the city then? Because it sounded like you had
I
a
don't
good
have
time.
smoke with Baltimore. Not with Baltimore.
Baltimore niggas.
It's the niggas. Yeah, it's the.
You only
it's the
dealt with
fellas.
one nigga from the city.
You dealt with one. You dealt with all of them.
Not
I've heard.
really.
I haven't heard many good things.
And I had, like,
y'all
the
don't have
thing-
good PR.
Yeah, we
PR's
don't have.
in
That's
the-
a. I ain't gonna lie.
Horrible
That's
PR.
a fact.
Yeah, y'all don't have good
I
PR.
don't give a damn about no PR.
Okay.
But y'all kind of embrace it.
Yeah.
Like y'all
gonna
kind of
say,
want
Somebody
niggas
was
to look
like,
at you
Jay,
that
you
way.
are not. What they call? What you say? You are not brand safe. Fuck these brands.
Yeah.
Child,
That.
what's that dance?
Oh, the bird flew. At you.
The two step.
Whatever y'all be doing.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, now I'm
you're
trying
from
to
Texas
get to
too?
the
Why we
bottom. I'm trying to
laughing?
get to the bottom of this shit. Like, what did he do so bad that you have a
He
bad
fucked a
experience?
bitch raw in the bathroom at Moby's.
Where?
Yeah, I'm naming names. Moby's in Fells Point.
And told you this?
Are there cameras?
How do you know he fucked a bitch raw?
He told me.
At least he was honorable.
Was
and
somebody
told
knew?
you. Like,
Wait.
Why does
Was it
every
like
nigga
his
say
ex or
that?
something?
At least he was honest.
No, and you know what was crazy? He was also fucking his ex. But he was going through like a Christian, you know how niggas get, they Christ and gotta tell the truth and shit. And he was trying to get all his sins forgiven. So he was fucking his ex. But then the bitch at Moby's raw in the bathroom was random.
It's like so ridiculous.
It's really and mind you, he told me I was on campus. I went to that clinic immediately. Yeah, it was a crazy day.
But hold up. I mean, we all did some crazy things, right?
Crazy is subjective.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never done that.
yeah, I never fucking chick raw in the club. I
in
just
the
met.
club bathroom.
You know what
But
I mean?
we might have did some other things,
So
but
you've
not
cheated
raw.
before. Let's break it down.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've partook.
Order in the court.
I partook in
Is
that,
that why the
unfortunately.
podcast ended?
Is that why the podcast ended?
Oh, yeah.
That was a downfall, actually.
I bet it was.
Yeah, it was.
That's not I can't really kiki with you after I know you done been with some other bitches.
I mean,
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about? Talk about how you fucked that bitch.
A little red table talk on that ass.
Literally.
I think
Let's bring the bitch in. Actually, come on.
this is sick.
Y'all potted.
I actually, it's funny.
They
It's
are
not
unhinged.
funny. I actually told her before we. What was I thinking?
I told him not to.
I told.
Not before.
Oh, wow.
I did tell you not to before.
But
Like a true Haitian.
hey, I wanted to be I thought I was being a stand-up man.
That's the same shit my ex
I
did.
told her, but it was right before we had a recording too. And I'm
You're
like,
actually
what the
nuts.
fuck?
And then
Not
decided to
before.
press play.
no.
We didn't record that day.
Oh, we did.
Okay.
No, you can't.
We didn't-
Okay,
It's
so
ruined.
Yeah.
okay, so having that experience,
no.
do you feel like you would do that again? Not necessarily a podcast with a shorty, but like, are you gonna be like
Out there?
making? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't mind because at the end of the day, like me and my ex, we just didn't like mesh for real. If I'm being honest, but like honestly, if I'm being real, I guess I don't know how we got here. I don't have like no real smoke with her.
I mean, you cheated, so I wouldn't think that you would have
I
to.
cheated one time, bro.
Right, that's enough.
Yeah, we was together for 6.5 years.
It got boring.
Okay.
No, we just didn't really see eye to eye. But yeah, like no.
So
nah,
you wouldn't like get back into? Would you like get back to like making content
I
with the
probably
boo?
would. I don't care about that. Like
Type.
at the end of the day, yeah, I did some childish shit. I learned from that. I probably would never do that again.
You would never cheat again?
Nah, I don't think so.
Grown.
I would just break up with you. To be honest,
Fair enough.
if I'm being real, because even in that situation, I think I was so like, if we want to be real about it. I was so what is it? Self-righteous. I think me telling her was a way for me to like still in some weird way.
Feel like you're a good guy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also show her that she was wrong. Because I do feel justified in what I did. I'm going to be real. Like, even to this day, I felt what I did was wrong. I felt like if I would have broke it up, then I would have been the man on top, I guess. I'm just being real. Hey, I'm just being real.
And this is what I mean when I say niggas scare me.
Like,
No,
yo,
I bet
it's so
You could
scary.
cheat and still be.
Like, nah, I'm actually in the right.
Yeah, no.
Not
Not
like you
saying
deserve
cheating
that.
was right, but again, I just
You just weren't feeling fulfilled in that situation no longer, and you should have walked away instead
Yeah.
of trying to find that fulfillment in
yeah,
someone
in my
else.
own self-righteousn's, I
Yeah.
told her thinking that it was going to be understood.
That's the same thing my ex told me. That's
that
how
was-
I knew.
yeah,
what
that
she
was
was
bad.
thinking.
And that's why I said I would never do it because
Okay.
I understand that what I did was childish and corny. You know what I'm saying? It was child behavior. It was like tit for
cheating
tat.
is just so like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many steps to cheating.
I
You don't fall
You got
into
to
no
tell us
puss.
how easy it was.
Huh?
How easy it was.
What?
You didn't just fall into cheating.
It's never an accident.
No, it wasn't an accident. That's why I
Right.
said no. But that's why I said it was childish though, because it wasn't an accident. It was
Right.
literally she did something.
Oh, and you
And
said,
I was like, okay, cool.
Watch this.
Yeah. So it was childish. It wasn't. So I got cheated on before. And not by her. And to this day, I feel like even though I didn't like it, I left. You know what I'm saying? I probably would never go. I don't know. But looking back on it, I can understand why she would do that. It wasn't like I did something and she did something. It was like a series of things. Like I was like it was hard to be with me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I was always critiquing her about something. So not saying it was justified, but I could just understand it. And I guess I was trying
This
to
is
get
a real, I feel like, human conversation because I do think that after I was very much healed with my
Yeah,
ex,
after the smoke
because again,
clears.
he gave me the same spiel, a little bit triggered, that you're giving right now.
Mhm.
And I was able to step back, and the things that he had listed out that he felt like he wasn't getting in the relationship, those are things that honestly I make sure to do now with niggas. Like I know a lot of niggas tend to be like very touchy-feely affectionate. I'm not naturally like a very affectionate person.
Mhm.
So that was something he was like, he wasn't affectionate to me. So I felt like I need to get that somewhere else. Which again, childish. You should break up with the
Yeah,
person
for sure.
Yeah.
instead of cheating. But I
For
do
sure.
think if you can, sometimes critiques they can make you better if you allow them to.
yeah.
You know, interestingly enough, I did have a lot of self-reflection after after I was cheated on and living with that horrible relationship. But it wasn't necessarily that I found the faults in myself for that relationship, but I found faults in myself in general.
For allowing certain things.
For allowing
Like,
certain
yeah, it
things.
makes
I
you
was
be
very
reflective.
passive.
Yeah.
And so I reflected on that, like, you know what, like, never to give you anything. But
Right.
like, I was very passive in this situation. I did allow a lot of fuckery to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have a lot of self-confidence or self-worth to figure out how to maneuver with that. And so now, present day dating, I feel like it absolutely has changed the way, like, I outlook on things and the way that I
Let me ask
approach
you. Let me
dating.
ask you this though. I feel like that, or Do you think that can be a way to get out of accountability?
Oh,
For the nigga? Or
For
for
you.
the person
For
who
me.
cheated?
Because what I heard was I was very passive. Basically, I allow things that happen that shouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hear any accountability from you.
But she didn't cheat.
Yeah,
Hello?
but you could. It's some like you said.
You're looking for me to say these are things I did wrong in this relationship that led to this.
I wouldn't say let because again,
Okay.
cheating is an isolated act
I
that's
think the
strictly for
difference
him.
is
That's
like
his job.
we had
He
a
did that.
conversation, like me and my ex had a conversation where he listed out the reasons he sought love or whatever comfort outside the relationship. So once I was over it and I went over those reasons in my head, and I had been actively dating other niggas, and I had been seeing like, okay, you right, I'm not affectionate. Now I'm talking to the lady, the therapist, about why you feel like you're not affectionate. Well, my parents are older, they're baby boomers. They come from a time where you didn't really kiss and lovey-dovey in front of your kids. Like, now I'm really getting to the root of certain things about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, and it's funny because we talk about this. Her parents are still together. Her parents are very affectionate. When I met her parents when I was 18 years old, I remember being like, these niggas are weird. Because I had never seen my parents kiss.
But my experience was different. I didn't have to have that conversation to look back on it, and we haven't even talked about that. But I can look back on it and say, I understand that it was hard to deal with me in that space. So if you can't even speak to me or you don't feel comfortable with me, I can see you stepping out. Do I agree with you stepping out? No. You cheating is an isolated incident. That's on you.
Yeah.
But I can look at it, and I only asked that because I caught myself doing the same thing. Well, not the same thing. I caught myself doing what you were doing with my ex. I'd be like, yo, we shouldn't have, it was my fault. But a lot of times people say it was my fault because I shouldn't allow it to get that far. Is that really accountability?
Well, let's be clear. I don't think it was my fault at all. I don't think that me being cheated on was my fault. I just think that I have to take some self-accountability for being in a situation for too long. That is something that I can be accountable for, because I did have plenty of opportunities to leave and I didn't, because I allowed the no.
But outside of that is what I'm saying. Not forget cheating. Let's say forget cheating. Right? So when I look at my old situation, right, I say being in that relationship showed me who I didn't want to be. Right? Because it was a lot of times when I was I showed up to that relationship, somebody that was unrecognizable, somebody that I would never want to be again, and I had to grow from that. Right? I feel like it's easy to say if I was reactive, even if I'm saying like me reacting to something, I don't think that's fully taking accountability. Like I can, but that's not really giving, like, cause I can be like, yo, I showed up being somebody I didn't want to be because, right? And I try not to say that because I feel like that's shifting the blame. And I wanna make it clear that no, it was things that I did, things that I said that wasn't nice, that was somebody that I don't want to be, and I want to take full accountability for that. So I do move differently moving forward, but I do still want to hold the accountability for that space, if I'm making sense.
You're making sense. What I'm saying is no, I don't think
No, I don't agree.
What I'm saying is,
I was perfect, nigga.
and this is not to paint myself to be this angel, because I don't think I am. I have a lot of faults. I'm a Gemini. You know, we have our ways. And there's definitely been situations where I've talked to guys where I feel like, I can see where I Within that situation, to be quite frank, I was pretty damn great. It was just a wasted opportunity, and I'm not going to take blame or self-accountability for being exposed to emotional and verbal abuse or cheating. You did that all on your goddamn own, and that's on you to reflect on and to figure out, and I've made peace with that. I can take the accountability for knowing that there were absolutely times in which I could have definitely been more self-aware and utilizing my resources around me to get up out of that situation, but I didn't. And so staying way too long will result in a crash out and a burn, 100%. In which I experienced. And now, present day, I feel like you cannot play me. I am a brick wall.
We as women are taught, like, you know, by society, our moms, our grandmas, like, you make it work. Like, you stick it out. I feel like, especially if you come from a type of family where people are married. Yeah. And, like, my parents got divorced when I was in middle school, but people in my, like, marriage was, my parents were married when I was born. Like, I also come from a religious background. So that's, like, a thing. Like, you get married, you have a baby. And I think that also influences how we show up in relationships, how long we stay. And same as Jamila, I felt like if I would have left a year before shit blew up, this would have never happened because I was on some like, nah, I gotta make it work. Nah, da, da, da.
You
like,
get so comfortable.
Yeah.
You get so comfortable and so used to your, it's like, and it's weird thinking about it now in your present mind versus thinking about it when I was, how old was I when I met him? Like 22. And it's like in that time I was like, well, and it was honestly my first real relationship. So it's like, well, I have to see this through. Like, this is my first real relationship. This is what the people were talking about: the highs and lows, the trials and
watching
tribulations.
Love and basketball. That's
you know what I'm saying. You
propaganda.
You get fed
you
all
know,
of this
like,
propaganda that relationships are tough and you have to stick it out. So I'm like, okay, well, this must be the tough that they're talking about. That was not the tough that they were talking about, by the way. That was not it. So it's just something. It was a growing pain. But now at 29. Gonna be 30 next year. I don't see myself entering in those spaces anymore because I feel like I have just so much more foresight. I know myself way differently. Like, I have a different level of self-confidence, like a self-awareness that is just like, nigga, please.
I was gonna ask y'all that question because like we often have these conversations around like boundaries and things of that nature. We've talked about it on our show a lot of times, but I guess the question is like, what does that look like for you all in this particular season, given the experience? Because you talk about accountability. You can take accountability all you want, but if you continue to repeat the cycle, we just was talking about it. If you repeat the cycle, then what are you taking accountability for? It's just like,
For sure.
but like, what is that?
I'm
like now
notorious for letting shit slide. I'm notorious for letting shit slide. Like, I don't do that no more. Like, if you show an inkling of being mean to me, you'll never hear from me again. That's it. I don't take well to that. Like, and I mean being mean. I don't mean playing around. I mean being mean. Like, and I take that in a couple different ways. Like, it could be saying something like a little slightly off. It could be like just trying to play. I don't like that. Like, I know how I present. I'm very nice. I'm very kind. I'm very considerate. I expect the same without having to tell you. I'm not going to give you my list of expectations. That's something I also used to do. And I didn't realize what I was doing until I look back. Like, I was kind of giving these niggas a playbook on how to like, you know, trick me basically. And so they would do all of these things in the beginning because I literally said, oh, I like when the guy does this. And it's like now they show up that way, but that's not them because they're just trying to impress me versus I want you to just be you. Be completely you. I'm going to be completely me. And if what you present is not something I care for, it's cool. We just not going to go forward. But I'm not about to tell you what I want. I just want to see who you are at your core. And we can kind of go from there. And so that's something that like I've been very aware of.
Yeah, I think just having our boundaries set in our head, like we've been talking about this all week, but with our podcast and everything kind of moving as quickly as it has been, something that we're both, you know, concerned about is like our careers are like first and foremost right now. So communicating that with men and ego and like we're also at the age where niggas have decided they want to get serious. You see, because like before on the first date, it's like, like let's just go with the flow. Let's just chill. Let's just vibe. Now you start going on dates and you getting questions like, where you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? And so having to show up and be like, first and foremost, this is my priority, making sure that I'm setting myself up for the next 5 years. If this calls and I got to fly here, that's what I'm going to do. Has been like interesting to have to communicate right now in this moment. But those are the boundaries I'm talking about. Like, I'm not going to fold on that. Like, I'm far past the age where it's like calling out of work to hang out with a boy type shit.
They used to do that. That's the
I
thing.
was known from time.
You ever call?
I used to like when they be like, "How much you gonna make today?" I give it to you. That used to always get me.
I don't think I've ever done that necessarily, called out of work to hang out with a boy, but I've definitely, the one thing I cringe at to this day that I have done was I would drive, and I do mean some distance.
What's the furthest you drove?
Almost an hour.
Girl,
But no. What you're missing is it was never reciprocated. I was just always
he was
doing
driving for that dick.
You know
That shit was
what I'm saying?
good. It was worth it.
And it wasn't.
It what?
It wasn't.
I say because God
She
damn,
looked at the camera.
We said we wasn't.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm here to tell you. And it was just like, again, I didn't see it as a big deal because the way I maneuver in life, just in general, I don't overly think about the things that I'm doing immediately because it's like, I want to do this. But I sometimes have a habit of like doing a lot of like pouring without like, girl, you're doing a lot of the work. You're doing a lot of the bending right now. You know what I'm saying? Where's the reciprocation? Where's the reciprocation?
Unless y'all
and
are
so,
into that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, she would be the only one that's bending.
so then it just kind of looks like I'm just a dumbass bitch at the end of the day. And it's like, I don't want to be looking like no dumbass
sometimes you gotta be a
bitch.
dumbass. We all been dumbass for somebody.
I have, but I'm not. I don't want to be no dumbass bitch no more. I want the reciprocation. Like I don't mind, and that's the thing. Like I don't mind like going to your house. I don't mind driving. I don't mind that at all. But like I also like effort, and because I put in effort, like with whoever I'm dating or whoever I'm talking to, like I'm a nice lady. You know.
So
what
are y'all
I'm
dating
saying?
now?
Yes.
She like, yeah, I'm dating, nigga.
Yeah, I'm dating.
I am a single lady, and I do date.
Okay. Wait, so I've been saying some new shit lately, right? Well, I'm fresh into the dating pool, so I really don't know, right? But I've been seeing, well, I mean, it might be going on 2 years now. Still fresh.
You ain't fresh
That's
no more,
not
nigga.
fresh, but anyway.
All right, but I've been hearing this thing, like dating is called like collecting data. I've never heard that.
Okay, I don't think I've heard that either.
I've never heard of that.
What do y'all feel
deep
about
Negro
that?
side just now when you heard that.
It
It was
just
triggering.
you know,
It's-
just
you know,
fucking
niggas like to
podcast
make shit
like,
deep.
oh my god, like
Niggas
I just
like
we
to
can't
make
just
everything
date.
deep. Yeah,
You can't just date and find someone
honestly,
that you like. It got to be data.
But
It kinda be like-
I was gonna say, but you know, to think about it, it kind of does. I think when you are in a long-term relationship for a while, then you get back into dating, it's definitely like a, this is interesting. It's like you learn a lot, you get to meet a lot of people, and you definitely are gathering a lot of information.
So you're 2 years back.
Yeah.
Are you dating?
Yeah, I've been single since 2022.
Tight,
Okay, so
tight.
3. Okay, so y'all are not new in the dating pool. Okay.
I feel like I've been in
think
a
I
six
am.
and a half year relationship.
That's
Nigga.
a long relationship.
Nigga,
So
I am.
That
though.
is long.
I
You
got
said what?
I said I am,
separated
go
in April of last year, I think. So it's not even, it's like a year and a half maybe.
okay,
Oh,
okay,
cool.
that's
Well,
still kind of
Year and
fresh.
a half. You said 2 years.
Yeah.
Going on 2 years, April
Going
of
on
next
2
year.
years.
would be-
Okay, that's a little
Okay.
fresh. I'll give you
I'll
that.
give you that.
I'll give you
so
that.
it's
But
like-
it's not like you jumped right back in.
Yeah, what I
Yeah.
will say though, when it comes to dating, it's like the thing I don't like about it is, or today's society, and we said we wasn't gonna get serious, but shit. Here we
I'll
go.
make it funny. Don't worry.
The thing the thing that is interesting, the most interesting part about dating for me with today's society is like it's Instagram. And I hate to keep going there, but like everybody think everything is successful. You can have everything when you really can't. But damn,
That
that
was a
Boosie.
ghost telling us we could have whatever we
And that was
want.
a sign. You're tread lightly.
No, I feel like we can't have every single thing we want.
So
But
you
when
mean as far as like being exposed to like different type of girls and stuff, or
Yeah.
boys on Instagram, it makes you feel like you don't have enough or whatever?
not even sorta. So like
Okay.
now you dating, right? And it's like coming from out of a long-term relationship, it's like I almost want somebody that's perfect. Right? Like I
Okay.
want the girl that's gonna do this, and that. And okay, if I can't get this girl, so I'm gonna just date this girl who
Somebody else
can
that
do
can.
this, and then she could do this. So now, but it's like if you do that, you'll be trapped in that cycle forever almost. Because now you'll
Yeah.
be
There's no sense of compromise in the relationships anymore.
yeah.
Because you feel like you can get instant gratification anywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. And especially if you're dating. Now you could date multiple people. So if this person don't, okay, this person might not get me gas, but he does, but he gives me affection, so but he doesn't. So when I need affection, I go to him. But when I need get like it's like
When I need gas.
I know that's a horrible
Yeah,
example, but I'm just saying it's like God damn, we can get it from everybody. Now you date
I
five
mean,
people and shit.
You know, I don't even know if that's an Instagram thing necessarily for me, because I do feel like, and this could be trauma response. It could be, I don't know, but I do feel like I'm so against getting into a relationship prematurely now, because I know that was also a downfall of me. Like I rushed into that relationship because I was just so like, well, I've never had this before. This has to be my man. And then I just did it. So now I'm kind of like, well, take your time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Date them. Figure out what you like. Figure out what makes sense. Figure out who's compatible to you in different ways. And I do feel like, and I say this and it sounds crazy, but I really do mean it. I do want somebody who's perfect.
So, but that's
I'm
scary.
sorry.
Mecca, let me ask you this question. Your last relationship, how long did it take y'all to get together?
It wasn't a rush.
It wasn't a rush?
It wasn't a rush.
How long did it take you and your last?
Like it was 6 2-ish months.
Oh wow. How long did it take for you and your last relationship to get together?
We were kind of fast. It was like 3 months or like 2 max.
Yeah, mine
I
was
think.
fast. Mine was probably like 2 weeks.
Same.
I
Oh my
say
God.
that.
And Gemini's.
Yeah,
Y'all
no,
crazy.
and that's the
Crazy.
thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I have to pace myself.
But I say that to
because
say,
I
in
can't
my
fall in love.
3 of us said it was fast, right? 3 out of 4, that's 75%, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 out of 4 people said it was fast. And what scares me is that's the only experience I've ever had. So like now that I'm dating somebody, I'm trying to be serious. It's like,
Do I just lock in now?
yeah, it's like now it's like that's kind of the signs of being a friends with benefits, because all I known before is a week or 2 weeks I like them, we girlfriend, we boyfriend, and we live together, boom. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though when the long-term relationships that I always had always ended up being friends. We was really cool friends, don't get me wrong, but we probably just was friends with benefits, and it never went past that.